Focusing its energies on the Christian church and the multi-sector response to HIV and AIDS, over the weekend, 130 pastors, church leaders, and volunteers came together from all over the nation at the Best Western Biltmore Plaza Hotel to learn a comprehensive approach to addressing the disease. Dr. PERDOMO, along with other representatives of Samaritan's Purse in Honduras, shared concerns about the socio-economic impact of this epidemic.
Most of the things are happening because the people doesn't have information. And what we do in this workshop, and the first time, is talk about the truth about the HIV, how it's transmitted, how it's not transmitted, and because more of the people living with HIV die because the stigma and the discrimination, and that's why we include into the workshop how to break the stigma into the churches. Many of pastoral leaders, because they don't know nothing about, they always have afraid even to pray for the people, to put the hand on the people and pray, because they don't know.
The aim of the summit was to educate and equip the church in touching and impacting the victims of HIV, as well as family members of those surrounding and attending to those with the disease. Participants said the information sharing was an eye-opener.
I knew people who had been HIV positive, and I had a stigma towards them. You know, I overlook them, I take them for granted. In my heart, I care for them, but I was afraid that I would be affected by this disease, and by that I keep away from them. And so I'm very thankful and grateful for this summit, because it gave me knowledge that I knew little of about people who are HIV.
And we might look at people differently, you know, and we might, you know, like scorn them and say stuff, you know, but when those people stood up, you know, and they talk about how they feel and they talk about their feelings and stuff, you know, that really just touched me, you know, and because, you know, the hurt that they're going through and the pain that they're going through, and we as Christians, you know, are young people, because, you know, we have young people going through the same thing, and we as young people, as Christians, we're supposed to be able to be there for those people, and we're supposed to be able, you know, to talk to them and show compassion, and yet a lot of us, you know, stay away, you know, and we don't show that love.
The summit was an initiative amongst churches in Belize, spearheaded by My Refuge Christian Ministries, and it was sponsored by the Samaritan's Purse, a ministry under the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association. The summit was held under the theme Prescription for Hope. Reporting for Love News, I am Maria Novelo.